What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sean786, baby. We're back with a TTMS special. 120 episodes in, and we're still talking that shit. We're still having some fun, and I love it. Talking that shit with the homies in the chat, on Twitter, podcast, you name it. No doubt. Hope you guys are doing good. It's been a killer. Couple of weeks has been insane. Couple of weeks has been great, guys. If it's coming from the game, from Double Fine Keeper, great game. Definitely check it out, guys. If you're into them, the side scrollers, 2.5, all that stuff, definitely check out Keeper. Great game. You can get it done within that 5 to 6 hours. And, Ninja Gaiden's out as well. Another Xbox published game as well. So that shit's amazing as well. But guess what, guys? Nextgen. The talks are happening. And I do believe that people still don't believe Sarah Bond. They still don't believe them. Even though they're saying that shit, interviews, all that shit, still saying the same shit. The Rogue Ally has still got people upset and is doing great so far. We'll definitely talk about that and some of my impressions as well, where I can see in the future. And 100% the Xbox Game Studios is on point. When it comes to 2025, it's on point. Now, let me give a shout out to some of the homies in the chat. Where are we now? We started with the one and only Randy Watson. All this talks about PlayStation is dog shit. That's what Randy Watson loves to talk about. PlayStation is dog shit. We got Doggy Dog 420 LG Phoenix Freestar. What up, player? Silent Cypher. What up, homie? Electron Bandit. What's up? Music 72, the king of Army Xbox. What up, homie? Hope you well. Grey Fox 020. What up? Hope you well. Emit Kumar. What's up, G? What up, man? E Ranks, the real Kalito. What's going on, killer? Lord Wiz as well. What's up, G? Hope you well. We got the Black Star in the chat as well. Gambino. What up, homie? Jamal Lee. What's going on, Playboy? Isaac Hayes. What's going on, G? Hope you well. Aligadan. What's up? Who else do we have? We got Snooky Jackson. What up, killer? Stanley Francos as well. Grizzly. That's right, player. Grizzly. Talk that shit. Ari Mars. What up, man? Hope you good. Dustin Lamba. What's going on, bro? Hope you well. We got Mass Hole 1977. What up, killer? Shout out to the whores. We got the 5-foot assassin. Brady in the chat. Hope you well. Cody Cosmo as well. What up, player? We got One Punch Jedi as well. Who else do we have? Bellatone, what up? Prolific, UPOS, what up? Meet the Cheetah as well. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's see where I'm at. There we are. I got Gambino, member for 15 months. Bolex Pit. So many hours lost. Your rogue score? What do you mean Bolex Pit? My rogue. Bolex Pit asked, what kind of game is that shit? Gambino, what kind of balls you been playing with? Let me know, Gambino. What kind of balls you been playing with? Bolex Pit. You're not playing that shit. I'll check it out though anyway. I've seen it, I think I did see it drop on that, so I'll definitely check it out. You know what? And he goes, the Ally was a review. I'll give you impressions on it so far. I've got the normal S, so I'll definitely give it my impressions so far on it. Silent Cypher goes Bolex Pit. I'm sure you love that game, Silent Cypher. I'm sure you love, picking up balls, touching balls. I'm sure you do. I'm sure. Because I know the chat's suspect. After Monday WBG, when the homie agreed, he said Juggernaut. That was a problem. That was an issue for me. When he said Juggernaut, I like, damn. What kind of podcast am I on right now? What is going on with the WBG crew and the motherfucking WBG chat? Talking about Juggernaut. And you got people talking about Bolex and what's going on now? I'm lost. Will he make it? What up? Louis Hermes. What up? PS5 Blows. What's going on, G? Who else do we have? There we go. Shane G. What up? Yeah, man. Listen, we got some good stuff to talk about. Definitely talk about the Rogue Ally as well. My experience so far and what I can see what they can improve in the future as well with the console space. That's going to be interesting. That'll definitely be interesting, bro. Where are we now? Let me. Do you know what? Let me have some water. Wood Pit 420. What up, killer? What's good? Sean, don't forget about the King of Meat. Oh shit. I don't know if it's meat lovers, wherever the hell it is. I don't know anymore. I'm lost. I'm lost. But I hope you guys are doing good. Hit that like button and let's enjoy the show. Let's talk about the next gen stuff. There we are. Where are we now? We are 622. We'll call it there. The next gen Xbox once again, Sarah Bond, Xbox president. Cheer Walker, what's up, homie? He goes, that video. Yeah, that was dope, that. The Xbox president has been talking about her console, what she's going to bring to the table. It's her time to shine right now. That's what's up. She was talking about the next gen Xbox and what they're trying to approach or what they're trying to do with that stuff. Holding back some secrets as well. But before that, before leading up to, the next gen interview and all that stuff, a lot of the people on internet, social media, the PlayStation ponies was saying it's over, it's done, Xbox is gone. Shit, you still got people out there who's been flip-flopping and upset about Xbox, talking about we can't make this shit up anymore. Xbox, the way they're moving right now, the console's going to be 1200, 1500. Shit, whatever happens, it happens. It's a premium device, and we'll talk about that, what it can do with a hybrid approach. That's going to be interesting, bro. Silent Cypher, they are, bro. The soft ass hoes. That's what they are. But talking about the next gen stuff. 1 second, let me get the message here. What's this message here? There we are. Let me hold that there. There we go. I've got something as well about Helldivers as well. But we'll go here now. Let's talk about the next gen stuff. Let's see what Sarah Bond's what she's talking about. Let's go.
Rumors are that the next gen console will be almost more like a gaming PC in a lot of ways. That it'll be super high powered. I don't know if you can speak to that at all, but I mean that would be helpful for me because there's a lot of like PC games I'd love to play, but like I said, getting the barrier of entry seems like it's really high. So if there was a console that could kind of be a gaming PC and console in one, like that would be helpful for me. I don't know what you can tell us about the next gen console. Any?
Well, I can tell you you're right that the next gen console is going to be a very premium, very high end curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking that we have in this handheld, but I don't want to give it all away.
Rumors are that the next gen console will be almost more than the next gen console.
Now, talking about the next gen console. If you guys have seen, or played with the Ally X or Ally S, you can see some of the features, like what it can be, what it can become the next gen hybrid console, what they can achieve. If they're doing that shit right now, which is pretty good right now, still needs work, but it's pretty good right now. And if they can bring that to the console and make it a console experience, like even closer to a console experience, it's going to be something special for us Xbox gamers, for sure. And talking about premium price, when I remember when the PlayStation 5 Pro got announced, I believe it was £700, and I believe it was $700 if I'm correct in the States. I knew then, when the price was going to £700 British pounds, I was like, yo, the next gen consoles, if we want a powerhouse, if we want to make that jump and want something unique, shit, we're looking at like probably 850, 900 easy, or maybe 1G. I'm expecting around about 1G. 1G I'm expecting, to be honest. I'm talking about British pounds. No, sorry, 1G, maybe $1,000, yeah. Around about £900 or something, maybe. That's where I see the next Xbox console going right now. Next gen, especially next gen, they got to do something. You got console prices still high at the moment. Shit, you got the Series X at 650 or something, the baseline. So $900, yeah, I reckon about £800, £900. I reckon that's like comfortable. I reckon that's where it's gonna be. I would say, listen, when it comes to a next gen hybrid console, and if they can perfect it the way they've been kind of showcasing some of the features on these handhelds, it's got a lot of potential, and I'm excited for it. Now, when Sarah Bond talks about the next gen console, what she's trying to do, let me repeat this once again. It is they are making a next gen console because all of the negative energy surrounding Xbox. They're leaving the console space. Xbox is dead. When that one person, Tim Dog, was talking that shit, everybody runs with that shit. I mean, the media guys, YouTubers, all of that shit, they just run with that shit and make it seem like it's facts. Even though Xbox has said it countless times, we're making an Xbox console. We're making an Xbox console, a next-gen console. We're bringing something new to the table. We need to bring something new because when it comes to the console space only, going toe-to-toe with Nintendo and Sony isn't working for us. So we got to change it up a bit. Bring something unique and make our own lane, carve our own path. And that's the way I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing right now. So let me show you this once more again. If some of you guys are joining, hit that like button. And Sarah Bond confirms about the next-gen Xbox coming.
Well, I can tell you're right that the next gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking that we have in this handheld, but I don't want to give it all away.
Rumors are that the next gen.
You know what's crazy though? Even when Sarah Bond will come out and say this shit, I still feel like some media people, like we know the Ponies gonna say dumb shit anyway, but I feel like the media people will be like, I'm not sure about this, Even though she's saying that shit now, it's different. If she goes back on her words, then we can talk that shit. But if the Xbox president, who's in charge of the Xbox next-gen console, if she's saying we're making a next-gen premium console hybrid, whatever you want to call it, come on, man. Now, if she goes back on her word, we'll talk shit. But she's saying that shit right now. And I bet you Pony's going to be like, ha ha ha. But her word doesn't mean shit. No, motherfucker. You're just a bitch on the street corners. She's out there. She's running Xbox. She's in charge of the hardware, the Xbox shit. Come on, man. Make it make sense. MD with a 2. What up, player? 1500 to 2K next gen Xbox. I reckon. See, it depends on if they have different levels, different SKUs. But I would say MD. See, it depends on what they're doing with the software, because obviously, it's going to be in more places, the software. If they can achieve, I think 999. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a higher price for the casual people, but we in a situation right now with cross-gen. Cross-gen is going to last for probably the next 10, 15 years. Probably another 10 years, cross-gen. So if some people are still on the Xbox One or maybe the PlayStation 4 and they want to move to the PlayStation 5 or Pro or the Xbox Series console, mate, the Xbox Series X and S is available for you. Now, if you want the premium experience, you want the latest shit, pay the premium price. Simple as. And I would recommend this, guys. If we are looking at around about G, get working them street corners, you pieces of shit. Oh man, but that's dope, man. I'm really happy that seeing what Sarah Bond's talking about confirms the team is still working. Like, let me pull this up 1 second. Let me pull this up. Dr. Scott, see what's going on. So this is what she was talking about, confirming with Variety today, the other day. The announcement of the Rogue Xbox allies and the Xbox partnership. You hear that? Xbox partnership with Asus also sparked some confusion over whether Xbox was out of the in-house made console game. Sarah Bond confirms that the Xbox team is still hard at work on its next-gen consoles. You hear that shit? Next-gen consoles, the follow-ups to the Xbox Series S and X, and there's even a possibility of internally made handhelds, which I'm excited for as well. If they're talking about in-house handheld as well. You know what's crazy about this? The amount of time they confirmed this, Mikumar. So I would say this. She's talking about next-gen consoles. So I'm assuming there's going to be a two. They probably go for a Series S and X again. So we might see one out maybe $699 or $799, like a S version, and then the premium version might be like 1G or 1200 or something like that. If you do go for a two console approach again, or whatever you want to call it, that's going to be interesting. That will be really interesting to see. Now, when it comes to the partnership with Asus, the Rogue Allies, you can see some of the software where they're developing, like how much better is it getting. You can see it, and when it comes to the Rogue Ally, and I'll talk about it in a bit as well with that stuff, with the software and the games and how it runs with the normal one. Rock, yeah, don't worry about it, play Rock. It's all mine now. It's all mine. See, that's the interesting part, Bash. The OEMs, that's going to be really interesting. Now, will the OEMs be on the same level as the Xbox in-house? Like, what can they do? Something unique. That's what's going to be the selling point, and what as Xbox gamers wouldn't mind seeing. Like, what are they bringing to the table? Are they going to be like OEMs that are 4Gs or something? That's a possibility. That is a possibility. I would like to see what are the targets for next gen. What they're gonna try to do. Because listen, when it comes to the Rogue Ally, I'll show you like the Rogue Ally is dope, bro. It's cool. You can see what it can do right now. But if they can bring that to a console base, that's gonna be something special. So I would take a guess. Video game model goes? I will take a guess. Basic 500, best 1,000 to 50. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like you're looking at minimum like 700 for a normal one, and if you want a premium device, looking at 1G to 1500. That's what I'm trying to say. The OEMs could go even higher. That's going to be really interesting. But listen, it is nice to hear Sarah Bond again, and I feel like some of the media people right now is kind of talking about it. They're kind of a bit excited to hear that, yo, Sarah Bond goes, next gen consoles coming. We're working on it. It's going to be a premium device. And what you can see with the Rogue Ally, some of the features, it'll be even better on, the console space. Hit that like button, homies. That's right. OEMs. Big Mix Gaming. What's going on, G? People bitching about cash, but buy 1K for, yeah, bro. 1G phones every year. 1G phones every year, but some people are just it's what you like and what you use as well. But I'm expecting I'm expecting 1G guaranteed now. That's where my headspace is when it comes to the next gen stuff. If it's lower, if it's higher, no matter what. As long as the Xbox console's there, we all good. We'll have some fun. Now I want to pull up something. I wonder, like, I know shifting out of China as well, they're talking about the chips are going to be going somewhere else. That'll be interesting as well, yeah, definite. See if they get it cheaper or similar. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. Now, when it comes to, was it, funny enough, I'm sure you guys seen this shit. Let me talk about this Devkits for a second. Let me change topic. But yeah, the next gen consoles, bro, once again, like for like the 10th time or something, Sarah Bonds talked about a next gen console. Now I want to talk about this shit here. Where are we now? We are where are we now? There we are. Here we go. The dev kits. I was talking to the homie Dirt just earlier. And I was like, yo, Dad. Me and Dad were like, yo, Sean, just in case, have they ever really talked about Xbox dev kits or PlayStation dev kits like that? The homie Dirt's in the chat now because he's 49 years old. He's never heard about the price talk about dev kits. And I was like, yo, I was like, Dirt, you may be right, bro. I don't think I've ever heard talk about making it some like a big deal or something. That what's going on, D1? Making it a big deal that when it comes to Xbox dev kits, there's going to be a price increase, and everybody's talking about it, and people are talking about it because that's the reason why they're putting it because they're leaving the console space. I don't understand this shit. It just proves it. When it comes to the dev kits, like anything, sorry, when it comes to Xbox regarding like any news, but especially with these dev kits, oh shit, this must mean something. What the developers ain't gonna make games anymore. They're gonna say, F it, let me buy a dev kit, let me buy a PlayStation, let me buy PlayStation dev kits and Nintendo Switch dev kits. That's the shit I'm talking about. And what was wild about this, Ultalka, what's up? Shizno. What was crazy about this? Even the Xbox guys jumped on this shit. Oh, bitch! Back up, do some research, and then talk about it. Now, before I get to the Xbox guys, before we get to the Xbox guys, 1 second. We got Jay Barry. Jay Barry, you know, when he's the dude that always talks about, I don't do the console war stuff. I just want to talk about gaming. Every time some negative news comes out, even a dev kit, look at Jay Barry goes, even a dev kit price increasing, most expensive place to play and create games for. Now, I sent something a couple of I did see something. Let me pull this up. Where are we now? Where the hell are we now? Did I even save that? Now, I don't know how legit this is, but fuck it, we'll run with this shit for now. When it comes to dev kits, when it comes to the PlayStation 4, according to all the reports, the PlayStation 4 dev kits used to cost around 2 to 2.5 G's. Let me repeat that once again. We're going back last gen now. Since this is a talking point, any negative news about Xbox is a talking point. It's a hit piece. Engagement. Let's take it back. Apparently the PlayStation 4 used to cost 2 to 2.5 G's. Why the fuck didn't people... Nobody talked about this shit. Last gen. Or previous gens. Nobody talked about the PlayStation 4 dev kits. Oh man, it's 2.5 G's. It's costing 2 G's. Are we for real? Nobody talked about the dev kits, but all of a sudden, when it comes to the Xbox, boom. Oh shit, they're putting the price up on the dev kits. What about these indie developers? I thought the indie developers were looked after. They ran with that shit. This is going to be tough on the indie developers, the ID Xbox developers. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with these dudes? I know this information came out regarding how it works. Let me pull this shit up here. There we are. Can you see that shit? There we go. Indie devs get it for free, but do you know what it is? They were running with that shit that, oh, they gotta pay for it. I thought they were getting it all free and all that shit. Lamingo, yeah, no doubt, bro. Now, what this report does not consider, as of today, the Idea Xbox program will deliver an hashtag Xbox Series dev kit free of charge. Developers who do not need extra processing headroom can use their local Xbox Series console as a dev kit. So if you guys know, let me get back to the main screen. If you guys know, everybody's Series X and S, well, the X mainly, you can buy it's about $20, I believe it is, and you get access to a development mode, so you can do some dev shit on it. Now, if you need to go beyond that, you get a proper a development kit. But if you're the smaller dudes that don't need that much power and that much RAM, $20 you're in that shit. Unless they've made that free now, but $20 you're in that shit. You have access to the developer options. Let me get back to this. Mr. Kimo, what up? There we are, yeah. The GDK game developer kit is free of charge on GitHub and officially supported by Microsoft. A developer can start on GDK without even applying for ID or Xbox or spending any money up front. And just so we're clear, developers used to be absurdly expensive. Yeah, look at this shit, Devkits. Devkits were absurdly expensive back in the previous generation. So yeah, that shit was $2.5 grand they're talking about back then. Man, this is the shit I'm talking about. Now, I want to get back to that. I want to talk about the Xbox guys. The Xbox guys, as soon as they seen this information, what did they do? They jumped on that shit. Colt Eastwood. You're going to get this smoke today. You know, me and you are cool, but today you're getting the smoke because anybody, listen to me. You know the drill. Let me, 1 second, you know the drill. Where are we now?
Because anybody can get it.
That's right. They jumped on it. Wanted to be first out there. Trying to keep it real, apparently. When it came to the rumors that the price increase and all these developers are gonna be like, oh shit, the smaller developers are gonna be paying extra money for this shit. They jumped on that news. Apparently we're trying to make a video as well, but listen to me. This is the shit we're talking about. Stop being a bitch. Stop pleasing the ponies. Stop trying to be one of them dudes, first one out there, out of the gate. Sometimes you gotta sit back and watch the motherfucking picture and see how that shit rolls out, how it turns out. And then talk about it if something's not right. But for some reason, no matter what happens, they always jump on that shit. I don't understand these dudes. So Colt Easter jumped on that shit. He goes, I apologize. I should have done more research. No shit. You should have. You want to be that person who talks about information? You should have done some research instead of running with this bullshit. Idea Xbox loans free dev kits to all approved partners, same as PlayStation, which costs even more than the... look at this shit! The PlayStation costs even more when it comes to the development kit. You can't make this shit up now. Ponies running with all this shit only to find out that the PlayStation dev kits cost more. Man. You can't make this shit up. He goes, shout out to the devs that reached out for corrections. The Xbox tax is real. No shit! Let me highlight that shit. 1 second. Let me Xbox zoom in like a bitch. There we go. There we are. Keep it there. Keep that shit there. I'm gonna have some water. How many times have we been talking about the Xbox tax? How many times have we talked about Xbox negative news hits like that? When you say something negative about Xbox is dead, Xbox is leaving the console space, Xbox is fired X amount of developers. How many times have we talked about that shit? We know if PlayStation does something, they'll talk about it, but boom, disappear. Nintendo does some dumb shit, talk about it for 2 seconds, disappear. But Xbox, talk about it and keep that shit at 100% full blast, and just blast the shit out of Xbox. Just blast the shit out of Xbox all day, every day. The Xbox tax is real. And this is the shit we're talking about. When it comes to shit like this is why we talk that shit. This is why we do the console war shit. This is why TTS, WBG, Xbox Echo Chamber, all of that shit do the console war shit. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're here fighting the good fight. Not giving these ponies ammo like that. We ain't doing that shit. We ain't giving you shit. Because I know as soon as Ponies say something, I got something for you guys as well. Ponies are running with this shit from what Rand said. I'll pull up in a bit. That's the shit I'm talking about. The Xbox tax is real. No shit, Sherlock. Jumping out there without a parachute. Dumbass. Big Mix Gaming, what's up, G with a 2? If you don't have two Gs for the dev kit, don't make games. You know, Big G? Big G? Where are we now? I don't even have that. I thought I had it. My bad. My bad. I'll just do the Sherman look. If you don't have 2 Gs in your bank account, do not make games, you piece of shit. That's right.
You motherfucker.
That's right. MD, what's going on with the 5? The fact they only get loud with Xbox and not Sony is crazy, but as we all know, Xbox hate makes these ponies money. If you ain't loud about Sony, keep quiet. Or silent, sorry. Crazy, bro. Jamal Lee member for 9 months. TTS, some people forget anybody can get it. Facts, bro. You ain't lying about that.
Because anybody can get it.
That's right. Where are we now? Now I want to pull up something. Chargasm goes dealers the last spot from RDX. Woo! Woo! Chargasm. Interesting. That's all I say. You never know. You never know. That's what I'm gonna say. But that's crazy, don't it? A developer struggling to pay what 1,500 if you want to make a game. Let's say you're gonna pay that shit. Let's say you gotta pay that shit. If I want to make a game, cough it up. Cough that shit up. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, cough it up, guys. My bad. Cough it up. That's all I'm gonna say. If I want to make a game, if I want to become a game developer, and it costs me $1,500 to get a dev kit, shit. Come on, man. You want to be a game developer and you're not coughing out $1,500 for that shit? You want to make games? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop that bullshit. Now, this is what I was talking about. He's not the only one, but everybody ran with that shit. And obviously, what happened? Everybody found out the information. This is wrong. The dev kits are going up, but the smaller developers still get the console for the dev kit for free. All of that bullshit. So that's like, I don't get these dudes. But I want to pull up something about ponies getting ammo. When you're giving ponies ammo. Let me pull this shit up. 1 second. What's going on, guys? What's up? Let me see the chat. There we are. Let me pull this shit up. Giving ponies ammos. Let's see. I'm going to pull this up. What's going on, Fantasy Archer? What's up? Ponies ammo. What's going on, G? Let me pull this shit up. Now, when you give ponies ammo, this is the type of shit now. Red dickhead. His smelly ass. I'm gonna play this clip And look how they're running with this shit. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but look how they're running with this clip with Rand.
I mean, me and Jez have talked about it in the past. I mean, how they were he when the multi-platform stuff happened. I mean, he really came to me and was like, "Should we change the podcast?" And I was like, "Well," I was like, "You want some hard truths, Jez?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You hate Nintendo, and you don't play anything on PlayStation." I was like, "We can't really." I said if I were to make a general podcast, and I said this to him, I'm like, it wouldn't include you. I mean, me and Jez have talked about it in the past. I mean, how they were he when the multi-platform stuff happened. I mean, he really came to me and was like, "Should we change the podcast?" And I was like, "Well," I was like, "You want some hard truths, Jez?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You hate Nintendo, and you don't play anything on PlayStation." I was like, we can't really. I said if I were to make a general podcast, and I said this to him, I'm like, it wouldn't include you.
And that's the shit I'm talking about. All of these ponies are talking that shit. Let me go to the comment section. Yeah, I was talking about that before. Some of the dev kits were really expensive. Now look at the red dickhead talking about ha ha ha. Rand told Jez that he's only good for Xbox shilling and won't be invited to a general gaming podcast. Look at this shit. I will never ever give these smelly ass porn. Look at this shit. GAW is rolling, laughing at rolling. Oh shit. What's this guy saying? I think Rand might be planning his exit from his co-host. Oh, come on. Tripster laughing. Look at this shit. The ammo you give these dudes. It was fun while it lasted. Oh shit, that's funny. That I'm not gonna lie. That shit's funny. That shit's funny. I'm not gonna lie about that. What else do we have? Jez Gordon. Oh shit. They're roasting him. Oh shit. See, that's the shit we're talking about, bro. And that's what they want, these guys. Don't give them like the homie Rand. Don't give these ponies ammo. The smelly assholes. Fantas Archer with the 5. So now it's Devkits being a problem. Fantas Archer, you ain't lying about that, bro. Next, there'll be a spreadsheet leaked about how much for each of the parts to make an Xbox for complaints. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Fantasy Archer, you ain't reaching that far, bro. That shit might happen, really. Oh, the power brick cost X amount of shit. Like, come on. Don't get them, man. No matter what happens, dev kits, this, that, they're always gonna do. There's always gonna be something. And when I say like giving ponies ammo, that's some shit we just can't do, bro. I will always try my best not to give them ammo. You might slip up here and there. But stuff like that, they love that shit. Like, retweet it, laughing, ha ha ha. The biggest bots are, leaving the Xbox. They're gonna make a general podcast. And that's the type of shit they do, bro. That's the type of shit to do, these ponies. POSs. Let me see if there's another one. 1 second. I'm sure there was one more. Where are we now? Red Dragon. Even Nib as well. Look at this shit. These people they ain't gonna do shit, these people. Even Nib as well. He goes, Rand told Jez in an event of a multi-platform Xbox podcast rebrand. You want some hard truth, Jez? You hate Nintendo and you don't play anything on that dog shit PlayStation. We can't really. If I were to make a general podcast, it wouldn't include your podcast. See the community? That's the shit I'm talking about. You just can't give these bastards ammos. You can't give them ammo because they run with that shit. They run with that shit. And when you do shit like that, do you know what happens with that shit? That clip, even though Jez knows, when it goes around Twitter, you know what happens? It can cause a bit of issue sometimes. Why did he say that for? You know, everybody's making fun of all that bullshit. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, chat. What's going on, P-Lump? But that's the shit I'm talking about. They'll run with that shit. The POSs. What's going on, Picklebell? What's up? Where are we now? G Style with a 5. What up, G? I'm tired of Ponies saying Xbox is dead. We've been here since 20. Bro, we've been here for like 20 plus years, bro. But I know 2013 it was like, it's over for them dudes, yeah. And we're still here, bro. Next gen coming. MD with a 5 again. How you go to a Pony podcast and do his boy like that? I wouldn't trust him after that shit. Oh shit! MD goes, you fucked up, man. You fucked up, man. Next time,
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up.
Jazz gonna be like, yo, Rand.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up.
Yo, it is what it is. Shout out to Rand and Jazz anyway, bro. But this the reason I want to bring that because of the Ponies. Because of the Ponies. They run with that shit. POSs. Now, talking about running with some shit, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Where are we now? 42-0. Piss Divers 2. Piss Divers 2. What happened when it released on the Xbox platform? What did it do? Well, according to Matt Piscatella, let me zoom in. Xbox zoom in. Helldivers 2 was the 4th best-selling game in September player on the Xbox platform after debuting third during the August launch month. Helldivers 2 ranked as the 6th best-selling game overall. Bitch! Look at this shit! Shout out to the Xbox Nation. Even though I bought that shit, I didn't even play that shit, but only for like 2 seconds. I'm glad that shit game. I'm glad this game ranked. So I'm hoping the PlayStation, the Sony execs look at that. Yo, we need to put more games over there. We need to put more games over there. G Miles, what's up, G? Helldivers 2, when all of the people will say, aha, it's flopped, nobody's buying that shit on Xbox. Xbox gamers don't buy games. Look at this shit. Look at that shit, guys. I love it, Pelum. I love this shit. It was the 4th best-selling game on Xbox platform. You gotta love this shit. And the 6th best-selling game overall. You gotta love this shit. You have to. It's in. Well, hold on. Helldivers 2 selling on Xbox. The best way to put it is this year.
10 out of 10. This was incredible. This is a 10 out of 10. Bart, what's your score? 11 out of 10. Yo, listen, everything that I wanted, I got. PlayStation.
Crazy, bro. But it's good to see Helldivers 2. Let me pull up some more receipts as well. Let me get some more receipts. 1 second. The homie, 1 second. Where are we now? Let's break it down. Let's see what's going on here. Our boy Matt Piscatella ain't playing that shit. Information coming out. I feel like he does that shit on purpose. Hold back some of the data, like people go crazy, then boom, he just drops it. So here it is, guys. 2025 top 10 best-selling premium games on Xbox platform, US dollars. Let's see. We've got Borderlands 4, which is done great. NBA 2K, no, obviously that's obvious. FIFA, no doubt. Helldivers 2, guys. 4th place. Nice. We up there, bro. And Silent Hill F, 10th place, yeah. Yo, Sonic didn't do too bad. Not bad. Madden. But the top 10, woo! Ooh, Helldivers 2 sold then. It must have sold decent though. It must have hit, what, 1 million or 2 now. Did Baby Steps come out? Baby Steps did come out. And I believe we got some good reviews as well, Baby Steps. Zempic, oh, come on. Talking about Persona, let's pull up a classic. Oh, this one.
Loving you is easy come. You're beautiful. Doo 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 doo. Reggie? That was pretty.
That was pretty. Time making on with a 5. I hate these ponies. F Red Dragon, Griffin Gaming, J Dub, Dick from US Reviews, that man Child, P Rock, and all of the rest of the whores. They all soft ass whores. Talk that shit, player. Talk that shit. Razor Ultimate 2. Sean, how did the Xbox Ally do for you the other day? It did great. I'll talk about it. I'll show you some of the stuff as well on camera if I can do it. I'll definitely talk about it for the last 10 minutes or so. It's pretty good so far. For the Ally, I'm assuming the X would be like a better experience. Baby Steps, show that shit again. You want to see Baby Steps again?
10 out of 10. This was incredible. This is a 10 out of 10. Bart, what's your score? 11 out of 10. Yo, listen, everything that I wanted, I got.
That's where we are right now. Clue posted Tim Dog's new tweet. Let's see what's Tim Dog's new tweet. 1 second. The homie Clue. What has he posted? What did he post? Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah, the Tim Dog stuff, bro. I seen that shit. Bro, that guy, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. Honestly, I feel like he's mentally messed up. Do you know what some of the... okay then. Oh, that baby started losing my shit. I think Clute's got that shit somewhere. Right. So this is what Tim Dog has posted. Let me switch up a bit. 48. I just watched our totally set up interview with Tim, the editor of Mashable. Or Mashable, I don't know who they are. Who totally was given a script of predetermined questions and led on is a disgrace in the face of journalism. Okay. Also, Sarah and her talking down to every self-respecting Xbox fan. What? Also, Sarah and her talking down to every self-respecting Xbox fan, telling them that they want things they simple, don't want like co-pilot. That was even more disingenuous than 4 games. I am never touching another Microsoft product ever again. Really, the end of Xbox is truly here. Man, this guy's honestly, this guy's gone through a break. Like, when I mean this, like he's got divorced or some shit, or someone's touched him in the wrong place or some shit. I'm confused. I've never ever seen. Okay, do you know what? 1 second. Since we're on this shit now, let's see his timeline for 1 second. Let's see his timeline for 1 second. Let's pull his timeline up 1 second. Let's see what's up, then we'll talk about what's going on. Okay, well, his profile there. So, okay, the first tweet, this was 5 hours ago. We got Tim Dog talking about this, Xbox Zoom out. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see what he's talking about now. So this is what he believes is going to happen. Phil Error is done. He will retire at the Game Awards. You know, he's not calling the shots. The rumors of hardware, the things I've heard that when it comes to the sneakers, I think that's the insider leaker. Comments on basically the end of console. The next Xbox is a PC hybrid. No shit, Sherlock. with a marketing scheme to disguise itself as an Xbox to get the hardcore and go after the pre-built PC makers and that market. Okay. We got Sarah Bond pitched Satya Nadella on a next generation PC using the cohesiveness of things that's underneath the Microsoft umbrella. I'm sure Phil Spencer did the same shit with cloud. Those are AI, Copilot, Windows, and cloud. Being what's this shit here? Being it's a blue ocean, they can set a market and choose the price, 1,200 to 1,500. Whoever gets them to 30 million or something, I'm assuming. 2 to 5 million market in total. AMD contract I think is around about 6 to 8 million, with OEM considered. Okay. Wow. This. Look at this shit. Has he said something again? Xbox stuff I said on Fon's podcast and Jazz is going downhill. Since my post today, I've learned even more and have more insight. What the fuck's this guy talk? This guy's on some next level shit, man. You are not seeing serious distancing from the brand by the most loyal Xbox fans, and that's because Xbox have made it impossible to support Xbox. All I say is Xbox influencers, many Xbox workers, and fans aren't the ones to target. They just want something to love and be a part of, just like me. It's just how can you support something like that? What's going on and what has went on since the ABK deal? There is always a price to pay for something like 84 billion in investment, and it's unfortunate that the fans had to pay for it in the end. Yo, this guy's on some next level shit. I'm gonna get it. Bro, this guy's on some next level shit. See, the problem here, this and you should have stayed exclusive, bro. That shit wasn't working for them. So the problem with these dudes, that's some crazy shit. He needs help. The dude needs help. He's been turning off his comments because he gets roasted, that's why. I'll say this. He's too invested. He's too close to this, bro. Like the way I've never seen. You know, I remember like there were certain PlayStation fanboys going crazy. Why is PlayStation putting games on PC? I'm gonna go to SIE and destroy the building and all that shit. Amiga, Ozzy, and these guys losing it. People breaking the desk. The computers, all that shit. But I reckon Tim Dog's he's on another level. This guy. I've never ever seen someone absolutely get so upset when it comes to a corporation, when it comes to like the console, the console war shit. I've never ever seen someone go to that level. I don't think I've ever seen it. Guys, if there's anybody else that takes it to another level, let me know. That's crazy, bro. This guy's talking about, listen, all I gotta say is, Xbox has tried, it didn't work. Now you talk about the investment, the ABK, yeah, it changed the business, the landscape for Xbox. Now they're trying to do their own shit, trying to make their own path. And look, all I gotta say is, if you don't like it, if you don't like the changes for Xbox, shit, PlayStation is there for you. Nintendo's definitely. PlayStation's gonna stick to the same ways. Good, go for it. If you believe PlayStation will stick to the same ways, go for it. PlayStation is there. It's as simple as that. If you don't like something, you dip out and you try something else. Yeah, Bash, you right. It celebrated it. That's right. That's the right way to put it. But it's crazy, bro. On the timeline, the way these guys are talking about it is something like a proper breakup. Mentally, like, destroyed them. It's been 2 years, bro. 2 years, man. Come on. Stop the shit. Grow up with the 5 and call me with the 5. What exactly did he lose by anything Xbox has done? Exclusive games? Are we for real with that? With this nonsense? These guys are way too old for this dog shit, BS bullshit. Call me, I don't know, bro. I've never seen people go like this crazy. Going this, like that upset, like really upset. I've never seen it on this level. I've seen fanboys get upset, but the way this person is taking and the way he's tweeting and talking about Xbox, this every news, like even a positive news with Xbox, he will spin it and try to be negative on it. Yeah, call me, I don't know, bro. Raise the ultimate two. Tim Dog curse is lifted. Rest of the year and 2026. Bitch! That's right, bro. Let the curse go. Mikey Bonner is a bitch as well. 100%. He's a bitch as well. Because him and Tim Dog seem to be saying the same shit, bro. Exactly the same shit. Man, that's crazy, man. Bro, Mikey Bonner as well. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes, bro. I've never seen it. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I've never ever seen people take it to this level. To be real. Oh shit! There goes Tim and Michael butt pirates. Oh shit! Let me pull up Mikey Bonner tweet. What was he talking about this shit? Yeah. Former Xbox VP Mikey Ho has Ho Bonner has thoughts on the new Xbox marketing campaign. Also ditch this. This is an Xbox campaign. Wrong idea, wrong time. Xbox is about games. Games always rule the world. And if they don't have parity between the console and any other device, then it's just not an Xbox. Confusing. Whoever came up with this clearly doesn't play games. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. For you know what's crazy about, like someone mentioned Laura Fire, whatever her name is, and I do believe when it comes to some of the guys who's been with Xbox for a long time or someone's worked with Xbox, it's insane to me to see what's going on like on Twitter right now. Some people like that's why I was just gonna bring up Call Weep. Some people need help, some serious help. It seems like it's affecting him in his personal life. And that's where we are right now, it seems to be on Twitter. Some people are actually, it's affected in real life. And that's insane to me to see. So for me to say that shit, the console wars really affecting you. And me and Dirt have talked about this. I'm sure you have, if you guys remember. If it's affecting you like that, just step away from the console space. Just play your games or touch some grass or go. If you got a family, kids, bro, just enjoy that shit. A legal dad, do you know what? You may be right. Tim Dog's life was Xbox, so he's lost now. You know, I think you're right. Web David 2, Sean, Ponies make money off console wars. Sad. Yeah, bro. No, sad hurt. Yeah, bro. 100%. Mikey Border, Tim Dog, man. Shit. Them dudes are crazy, bro. I feel like it's more being part of the family or something. That's what it is, bro. I think that's what it was. You're asking some shit, but this is some next level shit. I never ever seen people get this upset. Every tweet, every response. You know, the problem is some of these dudes want to stick to the old ways, and the old ways is not gonna, it doesn't work for everybody. You know, when you look at Nintendo, look at what Nintendo did. Trying to come with the console, the NES, the Super NES. You know, I believe that was it's so lower than the NES. You know, then N64 so lower than the Super Nintendo. Then GameCube was so lower than the N64. Then the Wii was a hit. You know, then look at I believe the Wii U came out, that was a flop. switch. So obviously they changed the directions. It's worked for them. But for some reason, Xbox can't change their direction, so they gotta stick to the same rules as PlayStation. That's the shit I'm talking about. They believe that Xbox should stay on route and be the same as PlayStation, when that shit isn't working for them. It doesn't make sense. If something's not working, you don't continue to do that shit. You gotta change it, otherwise, you're gone. You're finished. Come on, man. Shit's crazy, bro. I'm talking about changes. Let me pull this up. Where are we now? We are 101. 101. Talking about changes and who's asking for a change. A change. Listen to me. We got Shuhei Yoshida. Xbox zoom in. Let me highlight this shit. Let's stick to the 5. Let me stick to this shit, yeah. Shuhei Yoshida did an interview with speaking to SkillUp, and Eurogamer posted this article. Former PlayStation exec Shuhei Yoshida believes Sony cannot listen to me, guys. Sony cannot do the same shit they have been doing with the PlayStation 6, as even he can't even tell the difference between improved graphics these days. 5 years into the PlayStation life cycles, there's been discussion on its improvements over the last generation, as well as what the next generation of consoles could bring. If someone like Shuhei Yoshida is talking about, listen to me. I believe the PlayStation 5 is a great console, all that stuff, but the PlayStation 6 needs to bring that different energy. Now, we know for a fact Xbox is bringing something different to the game next gen. What will PlayStation bring? The same shit? What is going to bring? The T1000 or some shit? Liquid metal again or some shit? 2.0? What are they going to bring? And that is the real question. That is the real one, bro. Call me with the 5, bro. These guys have no clue who Laura Fryer... bro, listen to me. Facts, even I didn't know the bitch. Laura Fryer is a few months ago. If console wars are affecting you like this, you need help. Find something productive to do. Call me, I don't know, bro. What's up with these dudes? I do the console war shit. It was on podcasts, a little bit on Twitter here and there. But you don't see myself, you don't see the homie Dirk going ballistic 24/7 on Twitter, trying to prove a point, trying to do something, trying to say some shit that it's the real shit, it's the truth on that. That's the difference, bro. And some of you homies are the same in the chat. You don't go 24/7 non-stop losing your shit. Do we get upset when some shit happens? Yes, we talk about it for a week, but we don't go 24/7. We'll talk about it on podcasts, and that's it. And it ends there. We don't go 24/7 on a rampage, talking about what Xbox is doing, Xbox is done, Xbox is over, only 5 million consoles going to be coming, this hybrid approach is dog shit. We don't do that shit on that level. Money on that level, what some people have been seeing with Tim Dog and other people, listen, guys, you gotta step away. Saldog with the 2, Sean, congrats for getting off them street corners. You piece of shit! I was never on them street corners, Saldog. Shuhei, well, funny enough, talking about Shuhei, he's been loving the Rogue Ally X. Is out there playing the games. The most recent game he's been playing is Let Him Die, I believe. What's going on, Web Dave? What's up, G? Skeletters, what's up? Our boy Shuhei Yoshida playing Let It Die Inferno on my Rogue Xbox Ally X. Let's see the comments. Because how do you find the device overall, Yoshida-san? Respect. UX has a lot to desire, which I agree, bro. Other than Game Pass launcher, which is good, you have to deal with Windows version of Steam. Yeah, that's the part you got to deal with as well. But it's still alright. Which is my main use of case. I like to grip on performance, but the screen is okay. A bit cheap, plastically feels for the buttons unfinished. Yeah, bro. Yes, bro. Even Yoshida has PC Game Pass. Even Yoshida has PC Game Pass. Good choice. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, Shuhei is out there loving the X, loving that shit. You know, Call of Duty. That's what I'm talking about. We haven't seen that shit yet, but they're jumping on that shit. But yeah, Shuhei Yoshida's out there. He's having a good time with the X as well. Playing Ninja Gaiden 4, all this shit. Let's pull this up here. Where are we now? Yeah, this tweet, yeah. Bro, he's been playing the Ninja Gaiden 4, which runs really good. It even runs good on the Ally, bro. I'll show you a quick demo, bro. And I want to ask you something about because sometimes it does have like a bit of a freeze. Is that the PC shit you guys be talking about? So here we go. Shuhei Yoshida's playing Ninja Gaiden 4 on his Rogue Xbox Ally X. Jesse G. He goes, why wouldn't you play that shit on the PlayStation 5 Pro? Don't get me wrong, having a handheld as my secondary device to play when I can't game at home is awesome. But man, Ninja Gaiden 4 on a small screen, first playthrough. He goes, because it came with Game Pass PC subscription. Talk that shit. Even Yoshida's got money, and even he's playing that shit on Game Pass. Come on, bro. And he calling us Xbox gamers broke gamers. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You got former execs using Game Pass PC. And then they got the nerve to say to us Xbox guys, buy the game. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. They Rizzy, the piece of shit. 7-Eleven lost a good employee. Way to go, Sean. Talk that shit, you POS. G-Step with the 5, that console war shit is for little kids. Listen, I love the console war shit, G-Step. I embrace the console war shit. But I will never take it to the level where it's affecting me mentally. Talk about it, but I won't go on a rampage for 24/7 on Twitter. All of that shit. Hypocrisy, yeah, Call of Duty, because why? Because it benefits him, that's why. Trust me, anybody who wants to save money, and especially millionaires, they're going to save money. Canadian smoke, facts. They know how to value the dollar. Bro, they know the value of a dollar, bro. They know what's up. Former Sony janitor Shuhei Yoshida playing PC Game Pass. That's some funny shit, bro. That's some funny shit. But it's dope to see a lot of love for facts, Sean. Yeah, them are facts, bro. They know how to save money, bro. So why can't we, bro? Why can't we, guys? If we can save some money, I'm doing that shit. 100% with the Game Pass. If I can find it cheaper elsewhere, I'm buying that shit. If I can find a game cheaper elsewhere, I'm buying that shit. Why would I pay full price for that shit? Come on, man. It's crazy to me. But yeah, Shuho's out there loving the game, loving the Ally X. Let me see this shit. People are of loving. Yeah, bro. People who got money. People have money. Listen, they know how to do it. They know how to save money and save. They know how to. They know how to do it, bro. They know what's up. Let's see shit. Let's see this shit. 1 second. Game Pass is the greatest deal in gaming. Yeah, bro. Still a great deal in gaming. 100%, bro. If we play in the game, like Keeper was a dope game. Playing Ninja Gaiden on the Ally. That's a dope game as well. Interesting. Full prices for suckers. Yeah, if you get a cheap elsewhere, go for it. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. I believe. 1 second. Where is it? I might just leave it for TTS, bro. What are we now? There was one or two other things, but I'll probably talk Outer Worlds 2 as well, bro. Outer Worlds 2, I believe early access is this Friday. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Now, 1 second. 111. I'm going to close that here. Let me close that in about 10 minutes. We got THS with a 2 premium experience on Game Pass on Xbox console. You ain't lying about that, bro. Even the Rogue as well, the Rogue Allies. G-Step with the 5. Question, guys, can you hook up a controller Bluetooth? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's just, you just put a Bluetooth on. Simple as. It comes with a small docking as well. For example, let me pull this shit up here. So obviously, when I've got the Ally, the normal one, it comes with like this type of docking here. You sit on that shit and boom. It's like a Windows, bro. It's a Windows device. That's what it is. It's a Windows device, so you can pull that shit up. You see this shit. That's what it is. It's just a Windows device. Yeah, I'll give my impressions out, guys. 1 second. Pull up 1 second. Let me boot here. Yeah, so far it's a hybrid. Yeah, listen to me. I'll give my yes, G-Style. You can 100% connect a Bluetooth controller for the Xbox One for sure. 100%. Justin Bootram with the 5. It seems like some people are hyped for the Power Wash sim. Is it? You know what's crazy? Justin Bootram. You gotta understand. Sean, if you don't upgrade to a real docking device, bro, I'm not gonna connect it to the TV, bro. I got the X for that shit. But honestly, shout out to you guys for making this happen as well with the Ally, Web Dave, and all of you guys in the chat, bro. Every single one of you guys. Shout out to you. Justin Bootram. Simulator games, they addictive. Yeah, bro, you shocked? I might need to download that shit. Power Wash Simulator, Bus Simulator, Train Simulator, Flight Simulator. Them games, Truck Simulator, shit, I don't know, Lawnmower, this Bee Simulator, you make honey or some shit. It's wild, bro. Shit is wild, bro. I got the Ally, bro. The Ally X was not available. The Ally X was not available because I got the Ally. Otherwise, I would have waited. But funny enough, it came in stock just like 1 or 2 came in stock just recently again. I'm like, you piece of shit. Mandingo with the 5. It's about value, Sean. I know all about value. As a matter of fact, when you can get a Mirasol and Tasha's, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here, bro? What, Mandingo, what are we doing here? This is a PG rated show. This is a PG rated show. What are we doing here? You do them, I mean you get them. Come on, bro. He goes, Sean used the rest of the money for the lube and no, bro. It went all on the most of it went on all of it went on the Ally. All of it. That's what I did. I put over 100 plus extra to it. THX with 2. Next gen Xbox has power and premium built. Hashtag 2027 facts, bro. Facts. Two heads are better than one. Come on, bro. Come on, Mandingo. So you guys have seen it there, innit? That's what it looks like there, guys. It's nice though. Let me press start. Let's see. Let me boot here 1 second. Shout out to them for the street corners. Come on, bro. You know what surprised me? The Ninja Gaiden runs really good. Where's the controls? it actually runs really good. No, Ninja Gaiden. I was quite surprised how good it runs. I'm on this story. I don't know if you guys have played it yet. It actually runs good, bro. I do see the when it comes to see it runs good, man. Look at this shit. Yeah, let me try to hold this shit 1 second. Where am I going now? And this is the ally. This is the normal one, guys. This ain't the X or something. But I noticed it does sometimes it does like a freeze or something. I don't know if that's a PC shit. You know, but I'm saying like for an ally, if you guys get in the X, that shit will run even better. Sean put in big picture mode. Yeah, I'll change. I think I need to change it. I forgot. And this is the ally. So if you guys are just want to keep it as a companion, bro, it's the ally's a good shout as well. But if you guys want to game a bit hardcore, then I'll say go for the X 100%. You know that runs good. Honestly, I'm surprised. It actually runs good. Let me just start. Let me just quit this bullshit 1 second. Why didn't they call it that? They should have called it the S maybe, but I think that was all up to was it UF5 shading. Yeah, like sometimes it does like a freeze or something. I know you guys have been talking about like it does that thing, so I don't know if it's this device or that's Unreal Engine 5. But I do notice it sometimes once it just like freeze for a second and boom, carries on. But the game does run well. Even the boxing game as well. Let me pull up the boxing game 1 second. Let me pull up the boxing game. Shaman X on the oh shit. I've updated everything. I've done an update again, so I've not really played it today. I just played a bit of boxing today, undisputed. But I'm just saying, like, guys, if you so the overall impressions when it comes to this stuff here. Let me pull this up 1 second. When it comes to the overall impressions, at the start, I'll use my Ally X as a companion. Yeah, that's what I would say. This if you guys use it as a hardcore, like you know you guys gonna use it properly, I'll say go for the X if if you can afford it. Now if you're gonna use it as like me, half an hour here, 40 minutes, just like messing about here and there, I would say the Ally will be fine as well. It's just all on the price point and what's available. Like the X has been sold out for a while as well. 100%. Yeah, I used the Ally X. Yeah, but it's been sold out. So, but funny enough, I did see one came in stock. I'm like, you piece of shit. A Time Maker Man with a 2. He goes, I believe there's a Sean in the Street Simulator. Kiss my ass, Time Maker Man. Kiss my ass. Bro, I tell you what, that Ninja Gaiden, bro, that game starts off crazy. It's just like a crazy video game, bro. It's on steroids, that game. That game's on steroids, man. The way that game moves and runs, it's insane to me. Let me pull this shit up 1 second. Now I've gone to Steam as well now. Ninja Gaiden so far has been dope, bro. That shit is fast. Yeah, it's really fast, bro. Have you tried? Let me see. No, I'm not tried it yet, bro. I'm not trying to jump in device to. Not yet, bro. I'll give it a try today. Still waiting to see one connected to the TV. See, that's a T-gun. I reckon the X. You need a docking for it. But I reckon the X. Let me pull this shit up here. This is that boxing and not undisputed. This is on Steam now. Yeah, and it runs good as well. It runs good. Look at this. It runs good. This. Even this game runs good. So this is Steam as well, guys. This is undisputed. Because I had this early access before on the laptop. And this is so I'm thinking the X will be nice. I know. I'll keep it there, bro. I know that shit's doing that, yeah. That's the way it looks, bro. So it runs good. It's pretty good, guys. You know. I'm saying that's the ally. So I'll be honest with you, my impression so far has been good so far. Now I would say this. What is this shit? I would say this. You can see the future, the setup so far. When it comes to the way the devices and all that stuff, you can see where they're heading towards to. I'm not talking about Halo, bro. I'll keep it for TTS because I think that's when the news drops as well. So we'll talk about Halo then. Do you have to get a dock for that? You gotta get a separate dock. So you have the normal. This is just like a supporting dock you get with it. So if you wanna connect a controller or something, but if you wanna get a dock, you gotta get a proper dock to connect it to the TV. So I would say this. When it comes to the handheld, it feels good. Good weight on it. The speakers are fun. Do you know what? The speakers are really good on it. The sound is really good on it. The battery life seems to be quite good as well. Gears of War, I tell you what, Gears of War runs really good on it. Gears Reloaded, I know it's an older game, but Gears of War, the Rogue, Ninja Gaiden 4 works really good. Works really good when it comes to the Ally. Never mind the Ally X will do even better. So, no doubt, I can see the X doing much better versus the normal Ally. And Gears of War Reloaded runs really good on it as well. It feels good, bro. Listen, it's a good device, bro. Straight up, plain and simple, it's a good device. Good premium device. It is a premium device, plain and simple. Where are we now? One second, let me just go back here. There we go. What's going on? Yeah, the docking station. Yeah, so now the biggest thing I would say is still got that window shit's there, bro. Once you get past the updates and all that shit, then it's okay. Then it becomes more seamless. Yeah, Game Pass, like, G-Style, look here. There, bro. Let me move this shit. That's your game. This is your hub, bro. So that's my Ninja Gaiden. That's Undisputed from Steam. That's my Steam one. Gears of War Reloaded, Hogwarts Legacy. Your Game Pass is here, bro. All of that shit's here, bro. So you link it. You link your Steam accounts, all that shit. So, G-Style, if you're interested in getting a handle, you want to play, all that shit's there, bro. And that's what, like, I know some of the homies have been talking about it. When it comes to, like, Gears of War and stuff like that. What does it say there? Oh, I need to quit this game first. Gears of War stuff like that. It's dope. So you can link all your shit. Now the biggest thing I will say, when it comes to the Xbox, what do you call it? The Xbox Nextgen, they need to make sure that Windows stuff, it needs to be like, if they are going that way, it needs to be bare minimum. Like with this, it takes time to set up. You gotta do this, update Windows Store, all that. You gotta do all that Windows board like a PC. Then once you're in, then it's fine. It's okay then. But they really need to hit that mark with the console. They need to eliminate all of that bullshit. Like make it feel like a Xbox Series X. That's what they need to do with the updates. Now with this, obviously we know it's a Windows device. We know what it is. But when it comes towards the console, they need to nail that. And I'm excited for it because like what Carl Weeb and Prolific and Rock and these guys have been talking about, some of the homies as well. Yo, when you switch between the Series X and play a game here, your save file continues to the, to your PC, your handheld, and that's what we need to. That's what I'd love to see in the future, what they can do. It does look promising. It actually does look promising, guys. When you experience it, it is promising, guys. Honestly, I think you guys will be excited for it. And if you want to like build if you got a Steam library, it integrates as well. You just sign in, and then it's fine. Let me get the super chats. THX with the 2. Yoshida tweet playing Ninja Gaiden on Xbox Ala X. Facts, bro. He was talking that shit. When Gambino goes, when I'm on the couch with my baby, my 2024 Ala X is my main way to play. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what? It makes sense though that. You're 100% right. I want to upgrade to the Xbox Ala X, but my LG G5 OLED and the Switch 2 got delivered. Yeah, bro, listen. You got an Ala X. Right there, bro. That's still of a beast of a handheld. We got a low skin black with the 5000. I'm not sure what that is. Sorry. Ponies are that spoiled brat who's mad. His school friend moved into the pony upmarket suburbs, while the pony family is penny pinching to stay there. Yeah, they're full of they're whores, bro. That's what they are. THX will do Xbox setting up next gen future with Ala X. You're right about that, bro. 100%. I talked about that with Sarah Bond. When it comes to so see, this is the thing I'm talking about. When it comes with Afro, we know what this device is. It still gives that Xbox experience. Does it give that the full Xbox experience? No, because obviously not all your games can play. You play with remote play. But if you got like play anywhere title Game Pass, and you're playing games like Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, Gears, and Harry Potter, and these type of games, it feels like an Xbox. Like it gives that Xbox experience, which is dope. Which is nice though. So you can see the glimpse of the future. Now, if they can nail that for the next gen hybrid console and make it even more seamless and not make it feel like a PC, like whatever you want to call it, hybrid console. If they can do that, it's going to be really interesting, guys. It's exciting. Honestly, I think you guys will be excited with that. What's going on, Phoenix Freestar? Eagles quick resume is dark magic. You ain't lying about that. I'm not sure what Jazz has said today. Maybe it's to do with Windows or some shit. Let me pull this up 1 second. I want to pull up Gears before I go. Dirt Magic. Oh shit! Come on, have some respect. Let me pull up. But like Gears Reloaded, because it's an older game. Shit looks dope, bro. No, that's like Gears over there. Let me pull it up there. I know you can't see it, but Gears of War looks good, bro. Yeah, Gears is good, bro. Guys, I think you have a great experience with it. This is Gears of War, guys. Look, Gears of War runs really good. And remember, guys, this is just the S, not the X. The X will be even better. You know what I mean? Shit's good, bro. Shit's dope, bro. It is nice, bro. The handheld market, I can see the appeal to it now. I definitely can see the appeal. Or I'll try the emulators later, bro. We'll see in the future. When I set it properly. Like I said, you gotta tweak it. Once you tweak it, it's really good. Yeah, Cat Daddy Lurk, you know that picture. That's a special one. That's for Sarah Bond. That bad boy look. Like, motherfucker, I'm bringing the next gen console, bitch. I'm playing that shit. I'm the Xbox president, bitch. You guys are hoes on the street corners. Punk ass hoes. Gambino goes with a 5090 Ally X. Dock is 2000 plus. That may be my piece. Yeah, so you telling me that dock is worth 2 G's? Is how much is worth that 5090 dock? Damn. But listen, if you want that performance, shit. That's the way forward. That's the way forward. But shout out, honestly, guys. Love you guys, man. Honestly, when it comes to the Ally, love you guys. Honestly, it's a dope device. It's got a lot of potential. I can see the UI like being great as well. And if they can bring that to next gen console and make it even more better and more away from the PC side of it, it's got a lot of potential, guys. Honestly, really enjoying it so far. The sound audio is really good as well. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna close here. I'm gonna make some food. I'm gonna make some pizzas for the kids, you POSs. But honestly, once again, guys, what you guys did for me and Dirt last week, guys, incredible. Honestly, really appreciate it, bro. And I will make use of it. I'll definitely play the handheld. I can see the appeal to it. Listen, guys, play Keeper. Keeper is a great game. A great game. Kumar, have you finished it yet? And Ninja Gaiden 4, I played about 40 minutes so far on the handheld. Shit, that game is fucking rapid. That game is fast paced. Starts off, on the train and that. Do some crazy shit. You know what Ninja Gaiden reminds me of? Just old school games. Just kick ass. High pace, intensity games. Yeah, Peelam, let me know what's your take on Keeper when you get further into it. Because when you get further into Keeper, the game changes up like 3-4 times. I'll leave you as that. Bolex Pit. You know what, Gambino? I'll download that shit now on the handheld. Bolex Pit. I ordered a case for it as well because I want to get a case for it so I can try to take it around and try my best to use it, to utilize it. But guys, I'm going to close it out. It's that time. We got to give a shout out to the one and only, our marketing director, Kidbot. No, do you know what? Game Pass, because it's been on fire. Take care, homies. Talk that shit. Keeper is fire, guys. 9 out of 10. Bitch, I'm out.
Xbox.
Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. It has 300 plus for only $15. Bug stacks, Hades, even Among Us. 120 frames on that psycho nuts. Got games, niche games like Cluster Truck. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox.